Hello. Ay, naku po. Hello mga viewers. Kung alam niyo lang po ang pinagdadaanan ko ngayon. Currently po, dito sa lugar namin, namatay ang kuryente. So I need to do a quick setup that would allow me to broadcast live kahit na walang kuryente. Kaya medyo mahirap. Pero since this is the season 2 finale of pageantry norms, go lang tayo. Because this is a very special episode we have this afternoon. Um, it's all about transitions from crowns to career. So good afternoon, hello po, kumusta po kayo? And I have three beautiful guests this afternoon who will talk to us about their transition of career from being beauty queens to being career-driven women in other areas which are either inspired by or allied to pageantry. We have a Miss Philippines Earth 2013 who became a sought after events host and also motivational speaker. We have the reigning Binibining Pilipinas Intercontinental who has segued into another area of media, and she is now a news anchor on the daily evening news from Mondays to Fridays. And our third guest is a former Miss Scuba International who, after bringing pride to our country in that competition, she has evolved into a beautiful national pageant director of the competition. So please join us this afternoon for a discussion that will focus on how they have been able to move on into other careers from the days of their pageantry or the days that they have reigned as beauty queens. So let me introduce to you our guests one by one. Our first guest this afternoon, she's very dear to me actually. She took part in Binibining Pilipinas before, but it's actually in Miss Philippines Earth where she finally got the crown and represented our country during Miss Earth 2013. And she became Miss Earth heir to Alice Hendrich during that time. And she has now become a respected pageant host and events host as well. She actually excels in this field. And she also is a motivational speaker and pageant coach to pageant aspirants. We have the young girls and um, the ladies out there who would dream of becoming beauty queens themselves. Friends, please help me welcome the beautiful Miss Angelee Delos Reyes. Hello, Angelee.
Wow,
Hi.
what an introduction naman. Thank you,
Angeline,
Tito Norman.
nakakaloka. Ginagawa ko dito para akong guerrilla dito. Talagang I will rely
No
solely
electricity.
on your ability to no electricity. I'm really just hanging on a thread here. But this is the season finale. I want to make sure that everything works out fine regardless. I am wearing a heavy jacket right now. It's very hot, no electricity, but with you, seeing you there, I'm happy. How are you, Angeline?
I'm great, Tito Norman. And don't worry that
Angeline,
you are
ba't
actually
nawala ka?
showcasing grace
Kumusta ka na?
under pressure. I'm great, Tito. I hope you can hear me. And hello to our viewers. Tito Norman is actually having
Okay,
some. Yes,
I
Tito.
can, I can, I can hear you, dear.
Ayan. And I love your
All right,
introduction. I have to
yeah,
thank you, but let's clarify that during the Miss Earth, I was one of the top 8 finalists.
yeah, but for me, you are the air of the world. You are the air of the earth.
Thank
You
you,
are,
Tito.
yeah. So, Angeli, a lot of people in the pageant industry know that you have already successfully evolved into a pageant and events host and motivational speaker. Yeah, but a lot of the other viewers who are not, well, especially yung mga millennials natin who are not updated all the time, they think that um, what has she been up to? Okay, so Angeli, for the sake of our viewers, can you please tell us how you have actually explored other avenues of your career and found yourself being uh, sought after events host? Actually, tama ba ako? You will be the host of Misfit Philippines, an upcoming pageant, no? Di ba?
Yes, the upcoming Misfit Philippines pageant. It's an online pageant. I'll be hosting all their pre-pageant activities and of course their finals. And I will be with Sean Kyle.
Yes. So, Angeli, please walk us through your journey into becoming a pageants and events host and motivational speaker after your years in pageantry.
Well, it's a super long story on how I started, but to cut the story short, when I already won the title Miss Philippines Earth 2013, some companies and beauty pageants invited me to host their events, and I did. I was surprised, overwhelmed, and so flattered that they keep on inviting me, and it went on until I found out that hey, I can really be a host. And this could be a profession wherein I don't have to feel like I'm really working because I love to talk. You know, Tito Norman, I love to share to people. And I also love to inspire. I was a nurse educator before, so now I can combine those passion, love, and talent with for what I do through being a personality development, motivational speaker for not just for girls or ladies who want to be beauty queens and who want to be models, but also to high school students per se because for career guidance I also do that because way back I was a marketing head of a college in Lyceum. It's actually Lyceum Subic Bay. Hello to my Lyceum Subic Bay family. And yeah, I was marketing professional there and I became their head of the department after they've seen the talent of yours truly. I'm very thankful about that. And through all the experiences that I had in the past, I guess that made me a great host. Wow, great host. That made me the host that I am today. It's because from the nursing profession, which I studied on, I learned therapeutic communication. I learned how to perceive what people needs to feel, needs to hear at times, which is the reason why I believe whenever I host events, I they say I can do crowd reading, which is very important.
Angeli, can you please tell us the very first time you actually did your hosting, of your very first hosting job? How was it? Were there jitters in, butterflies in your stomach? Were you feeling nervous and everything? Tell us what happened during your very first hosting job.
Tito Norman, to be honest, I can't remember what event I hosted first. But when you asked about if I still get nervous or what do I feel, I still do get nervous, but it's only at the opening of the show. So my mantra is always you have to open this bright, energetic, and enthusiastic, and then the rest will follow. So it's like there's also, just like in pageants, a battle within you. So I just pray, I make sure I'm prepared, and I tell myself that, yes, you can do this. So just go out there and show them the host that you are.
Alam mo, Angeli, I can remember a story about you when one of your hosting jobs before, and I was with you. We went to Malay Aklan for Miss Philippines Earth
Memorable.
Malay Aklan near Boracay, Aklan. Memorable because what made it more memorable was when you were on stage with your co-host who kept on repeating some wrong lines in the script or something like that, and you were so patient in actually trying to diplomatically correct him, but he kept on repeating the same mistake. Have you encountered other things like that, Angela? And what things have you learned on how to tactfully handle situations like that?
Well, we seldomly encounter those kind of hosting experience, but when I do, as you said, I was very patient simply because just like also in pageant stage, you always have to have grace under pressure. It shouldn't show if you're pissed off, if he's wrong whatsoever, but you have to clarify. It's like what I'm doing is I'm trying to clarify what he's saying. And I remember Tito, he announced the wrong winners, and everyone was already celebrating. And
Yes. And I was, mm,
and during that time,
yeah,
so remember
continue.
what I did? I just told them, okay, this is
Yeah.
we would like to apologize. This is just like everyone. You already rehearsed being a winner, right? So this is just like it. You all deserve to win, and we're very happy that he announced the winners, blah blah blah. But we
Yes.
have to apologize. Kindly give back. Oh my God, that was so hard. But kindly give back all the awards, the trophies, etc. Because right now we will be announcing the real winners of this very pageant. And I was like, I hope the people will buy what I'm saying. And I'm very happy that they truly appreciate it still. Because it's really hard if you announce the wrong winner. You really have to correct it and own your mistakes. I'm glad I didn't committed the mistake, but of course I feel for him, Tito, because whenever you're on stage, of course, aside from the adrenaline rush, sometimes you will also feel blackout or nervous. Especially sometimes they say they get intimidated with me or whatsoever. So, naman my mantra in life. Wow, my mantra in life, which is
Yes.
do not do unto others what you don't want to do unto you. And that is regardless of race, age, and religion, right? So I'm thinking na lang na I have to be on his shoes and to understand and try not to embarrass him, but just correct him in a polite way.
Yes, but I can clearly remember you were very, very close. You were so close. You were so close to really getting mad and everything, but you still kept your cool. You still kept your poise and everything because I can already sense that. Oh my God, Angelie is
You
already
know me so well.
at that point of yes, yes. Yeah, there were more awards and there were more memorable encounters after that. I can still remember. Ay, naku, nakakaloka, Angelie.
I miss
Actually,
you,
I'll introduce our two
Tito.
other guests first before we go
Uh-huh.
into a group discussion. Yes, I'll introduce the two other guests first. Our second guest for this afternoon is actually, well, she was Miss Scuba International 2015. And then, um, hindi na ako na-surpresa when she actually took on the role of becoming the national director for that competition for the Philippines. And ako rin, malapit sa akin tong babaeng ito because she has always welcomed me to Miss Scuba Philippines with open arms. I even remember the time when we went to Oriental Mindoro for the competition. And masaya ako palagi pagkasama ko itong babaeng ito. Friends, let's welcome Miss Scuba International 2015, who is now Pageant National Director of Miss Scuba Philippines, Miss Cindy Maduma. Hello, Cindy. Are you there? Nako, parang wala pa yata si Cindy. Nandiyan ba si Cindy? Ako, baka naman ako ang wala, nakakaloka. Pero hindi, continuous lang ako. Diyos ko. Okay, okay. I think the connection of Cindy is medyo, ano. So, introduce ko muna yung ating third guest and we'll go back to Cindy as soon as her connection is more stable. Um, the most beautiful, Binibining Pilipinas Intercontinental 2019. You can now watch her in the daily evening news of Net 25, it's Mata ng Agila. And I'm so happy that her career has really segued into that direction because it only goes to show that when you transition from being a beauty queen into another career, you make the most out of it. You become a star yourself. You establish another, parang magiging media queen na rin siya ngayon. Friends, let's welcome the beautiful Emma Tiglao. Hello, Emma. Emma, are you with us? Nakakaloka lang. Ang aking ayos dito. Emma? Hello? Are you with us, Emma? Ay, nawawala rin si Emma. Nakakaloka talaga ang ating sitwasyon ngayon. The weather is not cooperating at all. Tapos nagkaka-blackout pa. So talagang medyo, these are challenging times for everyone. Sobrang challenging, in fact, na nag-oil na agad ang mukha ko because the ring light is so strong. Emma, are you with us na? Direct? Either Emma or Cindy, are they available na? Or nawawala rin yata? Nakakaloka lang. Ay, Diyos ko po. Dali. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, direct. Meron na ba tayong available na ba either Emma or Cindy? Oo, ay. Yan,
Hello,
ay na.
Tito!
Hello, Emma. Diyos ko, ano ba yan? Naluloka ako talaga sa... Para talagang ano? Para bang pahirapan talaga? Nakakaloka lang. Mabuti na lang at every time you would appear on the screen, para talaga ako nakatingin sa mirror. Pag gano'n tinitingnan ko, kaya ako'y... Pero, alam mo, Emma, ako alam mo, when you have specifically announced on social media that you have been selected as one of the news anchors of Mata ng Agila on Net 25, hindi mo lang alam, tuwang-tuwa ako ng sobra during the time you announced. Sabi ko, oh my God, I love developments like this because it only goes to show na nare-reinvent na ng mga beauty queens yung kanilang images. And ang first question ko sa iyo, Emma, naku my God, para naman ako napaka-irresponsible nito. Batiin mo muna, Emma, ang ating mga viewers na nag-aabang sa iyo, nakakaloka. Okay, please greet our viewers first.
Hello, mabuhay everyone! Thank you so much and thank you, Tito, for inviting me here. I'm so excited. Last night, nasa Binibini naman kami and this time with you naman, Tito Norman. Grabe, sobrang nakakatuwa lang that I can share my experience to a lot of people.
Yes. Emma, natutuwa ako. Pero marami ang curious. Um, Paano dumating yung point that you were chosen as one of the news anchors for Net 25? Kumbaga, tell us the story kung paano dumating yung puntong ganon. You auditioned, of course, and everything. Pero kwentuhan mo kami about that part.
Actually, Tito, 'di ba pandemic, so lockdown, nandito lang ako sa Pampanga. So while I'm in Pampanga, ang ginagawa ko lang is more on social media kasi nga yun yung portfolio ko. So I need to work for it. Tapos wala pang masyadong work dahil wala nang events, walang binibini activity. So dito lang talaga, parang ang hirap na wala kang ginagawa. Tapos meron one time, papunta na ako sa depression. Kasi parang iniisip mo, saan na ba ako pupunta? Ano na bang next? Eto na lang ba talaga? Parang ano nang mangyayari? May mga ganong questions eh. Parang kahit gaano mo isipin, hindi mawawala yung ganong questions. And then, dumating yung time na siguro kaka-pray ko, alam mo yon yung ang daming questions. Tapos biglang may nag-email, sabi, good day, Miss Emma, are you free to be our news anchor of our daily evening news, ganyan-ganyan, blah, blah, blah. Tapos sabi ko, totoo ba to? Legit ba tong email na to? Tapos sabi, chinek ko yung name, yung email. So, chinek ko. Kasi nga, social media, parang ang dami mo nang pwedeng magawa. Check mo na, mababackground check mo na if totoo or hindi. So, binackground check ko yung Facebook nang nag-email sa akin. Sabi ko, totoo naman. At hindi ako ganun ka-familiar sa Net 25 before. And hindi kasi ako mapanood ng TV talaga. Kaya siguro hindi din ako familiar sa lahat ng channels. And then, sabi ko, okay, Net 25. So, totoo nagtatrabaho siya doon. And pagtanggap ko ng email, Sabi ko, okay. So, nireplyan ko na in a formal way. Parang ganito, ano po bang magiging process, blah, blah, blah. Parang ganun yung email ko. Tapos sabi niya, if you're available, we can talk to you directly para masabi namin sa'yo ano bang magiging process. So, kinausap nila ako. Binackground check muna kung meron ba akong background sa hosting. Tapos sabi ko nga sa events. So, sabi, okay, okay. Tapos sabi, are you free on Monday para daw sa audition? So sabi ko, yes po, free ako. Parang nandun yung opportunity di ba? I-grab mo na. So, ako kasi yung tipo ng taong pag nilagay mo ako sa certain place, parang I will fight for it. Parang gagawin ko lahat, makuha ko lang yun. Yung ganun, parang in short, palaban. Ganun ako. So,
Yes, oo.
nandun ako sa place na yun. Sabi ko, ba't hindi ko pa gawin? Baka dito talaga ako nilagay, baka this is really for me. So, nung nag-audition ako, kabado ako, tito, kasi wala akong background sa news. I only experience yung mga events, pageant hosting, but I really don't have any experience in news. So, hindi ko alam paano kasi may phrasing sila dun and everything, di ba, tito? Parang, ang dami mong
Yes.
kailangan pag-aralan and modulated voice. It's not just the normal voice that you have. Parang kailangan matindi. So sabi ko, okay. Tapos nung nag-audition ako, ang dami nilang pinabasa, mga Tagalog, English, mga entertainment news, kasi hindi nila alam saan nila ako ilalagay. So lahat yon ginawa ko. Tapos nag-antay ako siguro mga ilang hours to wait for the upper management decision. So, pagka-antay ko, yun na, tito, parang sabi nila, they like me, and then blah, blah, blah. So, yun, nag-decide na sila na, okay, next day will be your contract signing. Sabi ko, parang ang bilis ng
Ay,
lahat ng mga pangyayari. Sabi ko, hala, grabe, thank you Lord ka na lang talaga. Sabi ko, okay, this is it. Parang, nandito na ako. This is going to be my another career, another chapter of my life. So, I will make the most out of it. Parang ganon. So, the
oo.
next week na, tito, I
Oh,
started my first day na sa news. So, yun na, tito.
napanood ko
So,
yon. Yes,
yun nga,
oo.
tito. Actually, to give you a little background lang, behind the scene, doon sa first day ko, tito, sobrang kabado ko. Alam mo yung palaban kay tito, pero katabi mo, Sir Vic De Leon Lima, Sir Eli Saludar, parang andito na sila sa newscasting. So,
Ye-
ikaw parang baguhan, you don't have any experience, you don't have any background, parang, okay po, sige. So, I felt intimidated. I felt intimidated that time. Pero ang nakakatuwa with the Net 25, inalagaan nila ako at ginaid nila ako para matuto talaga. And with Sir Vic and Sir Ellie, para silang naging two fathers ko na sa Net 25. Talagang naging trainer, ganyan. Trainer, tinuturuan nila ako kung paano ba talaga mag-modulate ng voice and everything. Yan. So, yun lang, tito. Up until now. Actually, nung Friday, tito, that was my monthsary. 1 month na ako. Sabi ko, ang bilis ng mga
Kaya nga.
pangyayari.
Oo. Natutuwa ako because before, ang trainings mo puro sa pageantry, paglakad, pag Q&A. Tapos ngayon, ang trainings mo na is how to phrase your lines, yung script, kung paano mag-deliver paano pumukol ng mga news beats. Actually, na-notice ko rin, hindi ba? Nag-host ka rin yata ng isang event ng Net25 together with si J Hero para
Yes po.
i-introduce yung mga bagong shows ng Net25. Am I right, Emma?
Yes, tito. You're right po.
Oo. So, kumbaga, nahahasa ka na in almost all areas of parang media presentation. Kumbaga, ano ka na talaga ngayon? Ang tawag ko na sa iyo is Emma Tiglao, television presenter. Ganun na ano mo, hindi lang basta news anchor, television presenter na rin. Kasi hindi ba nag-appear ka na rin doon sa lunchtime show ng Net25, yung ano ba yon? Happy Time ba yun? Happy Time ba yun, yung
Noon
show
time
na
show,
yon?
tito.
Yeah, yung noon time show, naglumabas ka na rin doon, hindi ba? So, ano na, parang nag-evolve ka na talaga, Emma. Pero ito ang tanong ng karamihan, Emma. Babalik ka pa ba daw sa pageantry for one more try because you're still within the joining age? Ako naman, I keep on telling them, Uncle, let's let her ano muna enjoy her ano pero ikaw tatanungin na kita since you're here with me right now. Ano ba? Are you still considering or you want to really explore more on the new world that you are into right now?
Right now, Tito, dahil nga reigning binibining Pilipinas Queens pa kami, gusto ko munang siguro dun muna i-focus yung duties and responsibilities kasi meron pa rin naman kami as a binibini queen and also dahil bago pa ako as a news anchor, gusto ko muna ito talagang hasain muna yung sarili ko, Tito. Pero I'm not closing naman doors. If may opportunity, why not? Depends, Tito.
Oo. Pero natutuwa lang ako talaga because ito yung palagi kong sinasabi when it comes to pageantry that um the beauty queens they have to know when to move on and take on new chapters in their life. And ikaw, dumating sa iyo yung pagkakataon, opportunity to actually take on another opportunity that will challenge you. And Diyos ko, sabi mo nga kanina, kinakabahan ka, na-intimidate ka kila Vic de Leon Lima, kila Ellie, kay Mr. Saludar. Pero sa ganda mong yan, sila na-intimidate sa'yo because sabi nila, ay may Diyos na kaming kasama dito, hindi ba?
Hindi naman po, Tito. Siguro ano lang, natutuwa sila kasi parang may another anak sila, ganyan. Natuturuan. And Tito, sobrang thankful din ako with
Eh,
Net
eto,
25.
oo, eto, oh,
Kasi Tito, hindi lang sila yung basa-basa mag-i-email lang. Talagang nag-background check sila, knowing Ate CJ, Tito, di ba? Parang the best host then also, di ba? Parang talagang magba-background check sila. So,
yes.
talagang nung nag-background check sila, isa ako dun sa na-background check nila. Parang sobrang nakakatuwa lang din talaga.
O, eto Emma, ito ha, tanong ko sa'yo. Feeling ko baka ang Net25 magkaroon din yan bigla ng All Kapampangan News Program. Tapos ikaw ang magiging host noon. Di ba you speak Kapampangan fluently?
Yes, Tito.
Tama ako, di ba?
Yes po.
Nagkakapampangan ka, di ba? O paano kung biglang ikaw ang sabihin nila, Emma, you will do a 30-minute newscast in Kapampangan. Sariling show mo na to. So, um, pakita nga natin ang iyong abilidad. Kunyari, magbigay ka nga ng 10-second spiel in Kapampangan. Sample nga dyan on how you will deliver a news, kunyari, sa Kapampangan. Oh, sige, Emma, in Kapampangan.
Hello,
Newscaster in
Tito. Sorry
Kapampangan.
po, nawala ako.
Narinig mo ba ako, Emma? Diyos ko, Lord. Oo, narinig. Can you hear me? Oo. Emma, kunyari nga magkakaroon na ng Kapampangan newscast ng Net25. Tapos ikaw ang magiging host noon. How will you deliver your news in Kapampangan? Bibigay ka nga ng sample sa amin? Naka-mute ba si Emma direct or something? Teka, or mamaya ko siya isa-challenge siguro muna. Kakausapin ko muna si Cindy who might be waiting already. Oo. Let's talk to Cindy first. Si Cindy ba? She's with us na direct. Para I can talk to Cindy before I challenge Emma with the Kapampangan newscast. Hello, Cindy.
Hi, Tita Norman.
Hello,
Am I
dear. Oh my
Yes,
God,
proceed.
Cindy. Cindy, naluloka ako sa outfit mo, Cindy. May pa-cleavage tayo ngayong hapon.
Sorry, angat ko lang po.
No, natutuwa nga ako, Cindy.
Pabalik ko.
Oo. Cindy, okay. Ano ba? Kumusta ka na, Iha? Ano ba?
Thank you. Hello, everyone. And thank you for inviting me here po.
How are you na, Cindy? Kumusta ka na? May love life na ba tayo ngayon?
Yun po talagang question sa akin. I'm doing, I'm I'm doing fine po. Pero currently po kasi nasa quarantine pa rin kami and I'm doing some work from home with UNTV kasi sa ngayon po we're doing the program of the dive sa bahay na. So hindi pa kami pwedeng mag-dive and mag-travel. So yun po yung every parang from time to time po they send me some skills for me to work on ganyan. And then I'm working with the online shop that we brought sa for funding ng Miss Scuba Philippines in the future, and some of our marine conservation workshops and activities for it to be sustainable. So we work on Talaso shop. So yung profit po ng sales namin ay mapupunta po sa Miss Scuba Philippines and our conservation programs po in the future.
Alam mo, hindi ko nasabi sa introduction mo kanina, Cindy, is, yun nga na wala sa loob ko, you co-host a diving program on UNTV. So,
Um,
which means that talagang nag-evolve ka rin into a host of a diving show, hindi ba?
Yun nga po. Nakakatuwa, Tito Norman, kasi is connected into diving and marine conservation, which I'm very passionate about. And then I got to share the things that I know about the ocean, the things about conservation, inspiring people in different areas naman po.
Oh, eto curious ako, Cindy. From being Miss Scuba International, paano nagland sa lap mo yung opportunity to become the National Director of Miss Scuba Philippines?
When I won po 2015, noong 2016, tinulungan ko si Paula Bernasor. Siya po yung national director that time. She also handpicked me to be the representative ng Philippines. So, I helped her. So, hinandpick naman namin si Mariel that time. And then, the next year, 2017, sabi niya she wanted to step down. And I was thinking, sayang naman yung pageant kung walang noon dito sa Philippines. At mas maganda kung yung national knows about the pageant itself, knows about the advocacy, and what's going on in the international. So sabi ko, why not try ko? Tas parang it's for me of giving back dun sa international pageant na binigyan ako ng magandang opportunity. So doon po siya nag-start. Wala rin po akong background about marketing, wala akong background about being a national director, wala akong background about business kasi I'm a nursing professional and about diving din. So sabi ko, um, malalaman mo na rin yun pag nandun ka na. And I'm really, really passionate about it. And I'm very committed. So,
Pero, oo,
so
oo.
every starts
Pero
from
hindi, oo, pero hindi naging madali, Cindy. Ako, I think,
alam mo po
I
yun.
was able to see you na talagang marami kang pinagdaanan talagang kalbaryo as Pageant National Director of Miss Scuba Philippines. Hindi madali. Para kami pasang cruise all the time. Pero, ano ka you're determined to really make it work.
Yes po.
Oo. Ano na lang nag-motivate sa'yo?
Alam mo dito, every time na nandun na yung struggles, syempre as organizer at director din ng pageant, I have my own team, pero lahat sa akin, since pageant ko siya, gusto ko everything went on whatever I plan to do. Pero minsan, merong mga circumstances na dumadating na hindi siya mag-work on. So, ano yung mga kailangan kong gawin na para halimbawa tapalan yung kailangan for that. And then, yung motivation ko po talaga is I wanted to give the girls the best experience that they have, the same experience that I had in the international um, or international organization, and then po gusto kong ma-experience nila kung ano yung na-experience ko. And then another motivation ko pa po is I know na kahit anong mangyari, hindi ako papabayaan ng Diyos. And then sometimes pag halimbawa, tomorrow na yung activity and halimbawa wala pa kaming sasakyan, so I just pray, and then I just really pray. And the next day, biglang meron na kaming sasakyan. And then, the next day meron ng funding for specific activities. Yun po, Tito Norman. Yun po
Oo.
yung
Ano, no? Hindi siya madali, pero at the same time, Cindy, it can be very fulfilling, hindi ba? Na
it's
before you are a pageant queen, and now ikaw na rin ang parang mother hen ng mga girls, hindi ba? Ikaw na rin yung nag-aalaga sa kanila, you serve the purpose of like being a guardian to your queens, hindi ba?
po dito. At saka sa amin kasi, our pageant has diving and travels. So every time na may travel, every time na may diving, every time na may conservation activities like underwater cleanup or coastal cleanup, kasama ako ng mga girls and I make sure that they are all safe. Like katulad ngayong COVID situation, ng pandemic, ako na rin yung nag-decide na huwag kaming gumawa ng physical activity kasi I wanted to take care of them and safety is really my priority when it comes to Miss Scuba. Kaya sabi ko makakapag-antay naman yung mga activities na yan.
Yes. Pero ako, hindi ko talaga malilimutan was when you asked me to go with the entire group. A few years back, nagpunta tayo sa Puerto Galera. My God, talagang sabi ko, that those are very memorable days in Puerto Galera. Nakakaloka, di ba?
Diba?
Ang
Sobrang saya.
saya-saya lang talaga
Nakikita
noon.
yung sinasabi ng lahat ng girls, lahat sila nag-enjoy kasi hindi lang naman talaga sobrang pageant na pageant tayo, pero they got to enjoy, they got to experience, and then full pack tourism activities, diba? And then at the same time, nag-mangrove planting din sila kasi I want them to feel the advocacy at heart kasi mahirap maging voice, mahirap maging to speak about the causes that we care kung hindi mo nararamdaman yon by heart and kung hindi mo siya naiintindihan fully. And with those activities na ginagawa ng mga girls, lalo nilang naiintindihan and then meron silang nauuwi pagbalik nila sa mga bahay nila na sila mismo yung nakikiusap sa mga tao na, uy, wag kayong magkalat, segregate nyo yung plastic, lessen plastic pollution, and then they talk about these causes, which I'm really, really proud about.
Oo. Pero, Diyos ko, Cindy, hindi ko talaga malilimutan yung time na nanggaling tayo sa mangrove activity. Pagbalik natin sa mismong pag sumakay ng bangka, umulan ng pagkalakas-lakas talaga nun. Para tayong mga sirenang inahon sa dagat na basang-basa tayo. Pero enjoy na enjoy kasi mamamangka pa rin tayo papunta doon sa resort na tinutuluyan. And adventure talaga yung mga araw sa Puerto Galerang yun.
Sobra, Tito. At hanggang ngayon po, at ang sarap po bumalik talaga doon. Kaso nga lang ngayon po, sobrang hirap because of the quarantine regulations. But we have some more invitations from Puerto Galera. Gusto ko nga po silang dalhin, Tito, sa tinatawag nating Center of World's Marine Biodiversity na nasa Verde Island Passage. It encompasses Mindoro and Batangas. So, yun yung mga top dive spots dito sa Philippines na gusto ko pang makita ng mga girls sa susunod
Ay,
po.
nako, siguro naman, isasama mo ko, Cindy, pag nagpunta ka doon. Kaya nga lang, oo, baka maging sirena lang ako talaga kapag talagang dinla mo ko sa tubig. Nakakaloka. Ay, Diyos ko. Okay, Cindy, balik na natin to group discussion mode tayo. I will welcome our two other guests na para we can do a group discussion na of our topic for this afternoon. O nakita ko na naman ang magandang si Angelee at ang maganda rin si Emma. Nakakaloka. Emma, nabitin tayo kanina. Pero bago tayo magpatuloy, Emma,
Yes
yung
po,
challenge
Tito.
may challenge ako sa iyo kanina, remember?
Yes
Paano
po.
kapag nagkaroon na ng 30-minute na Kapampangan newscast ng Net25 at ikaw ang mag-host nito? Paano ang opening spiel mo in Kapampangan? Sige nga, tinan ko kung iba na ang dating mo ngayon as a newscaster.
Naku, di pa naman ako ready, Tito.
Go! In
Sige po.
Kapampangan, ha? Mm.
Maya pabengi kaya ko nga ngeni at chutana kening Pampanga
Emma.
ngeni mamya kong balita para kaya kayo sana ang tabayanan ngeni at ngeni iniing tutuking balita.
Alam mo, natutuwa ako, Emma. Iba na ang modulation ng voice mo
Ah,
ngayon. Iba ka na
Emma, is
mag-modulate
that
ng
you?
voice,
Wow,
Emma.
grabe ate!
Oo. Iba na siya mag-modulate ng voice ngayon, Angelee and Cindy. Di ba? Nakakatuwa lang. I'm sure
Yes.
Grabe na,
tutuwa si Tito Rogel ngayon. Kasama ko ang
namumula
tatlo
yan.
sa mga babaeng mahal na mahal ni Tito Rog. Kaya ako natutuwa. Oo. Angelie, ikaw naman,
Yes.
ano masasabi mo with beauty queens who decide to move to other avenues in their career and evolve as one in a new industry or a new kind of work?
Well, first, I want to say I'm very proud of Emma. Congratulations, Emma. My K-Familia or KF sister. Ayan. Hindi talaga napigilan. Nag-congrats talaga. And of course, regarding to your question, Tito Norman, to those who plan to move on from pageant or crown to career, uh, all I can say is that wherever they are now, no matter their level of skills and beauty is as of this point, all they have to do is to do their best, give their all, enhance themselves, focus on their strengths, and work on the weaknesses. And whatever it is that they are doing, it will lead them to where they really want to be in the future, just as what happened to the three of us.
Oo, eto, Angelie, paano ko ito ang tanong ko sa iyo? Hindi ba nag-aano ka rin, nagko-coach ka rin ng mga young girls who want to become beauty queens, probably siguro in the provincial level or regional level. How do you talk to a girl na ang attitude niya sa pag-join ng pageant is parang wala katuwaan lang po, parang one-time joining lang. Parang sige, tingnan natin kung mananalo. Pag hindi, wala, mag-mobile legend na lang po ako habang buhay or something like that. So, how do you talk to a young girl who wants to become a beauty queen but to look at it from a different perspective?
Well, I deal with the girl or the lady simply by telling her that you know what, whatever, as I've said before or earlier, no matter what you do, you have to give your best because you don't know and you can never tell if it will be the ladder to where you really want to be. And after all, I always say not only to pageant aspirants but even to my family and friends to always shoot for the moon because if they miss, they will land among the stars. Just as in pageantry, if you want to be the ultimate title, if you don't get that, at least you're the runner up because that's what you aim for and that's the energy that you send out. So that's what I tell the girl. And aside from that, of course, it's also important that she enjoys the pageant. As you said, that's what she want to do, and whatever happens, happen. But it's best if aside from prayer and destiny, you will also prepare for what you want to get because nothing really comes easy. And I believe Cindy and Emma and even you, Tito Norman, will agree to me or with me.
Nakakatuwa, ano? Because the ladies this afternoon have really proven that there is life after pageantry. Cindy, itong question ko naman sa iyo,
Yes.
Cindy. Yeah. Cindy, ano ang biggest learning mo as a Pageant National Director? What is your biggest learning so far, Cindy? Yes, Cindy. Narinig mo ba ako, Cindy? Oo, bumababa na naman ang neckline mo, Cindy. Nagkapa-cleavage na naman yata tayo ngayong hapon. Ako lagi napapansin yan, palibasa ako kasi wala. Kaya narinig, baka hindi tayo naririnig ni Cindy. Oo.
Tito, I think she can.
Sorry, Tito, can you repeat po? Medyo
Oo,
Can you
Cindy, oo. Okay,
Ayan,
Cindy, ang
narinig ko.
question ko sa iyo is kailan ka mag-aasawa, Cindy? Tingnan ko kung maririnig mo yan. Kailan ka mag... Oo. O sige, narinig niya. So ito talaga yung question ko sa iyo, Cindy.
Ayan
What
po.
is your biggest learning as a Pageant National Director, Cindy?
Can you repeat po, Tito Norman?
Oh, sinong
Yes
boyfriend
po.
mo ngayon, Cindy? Oh, di ba rin niya narinig yung sino ang boyfriend mo ngayon? Oh, oh.
Yung asawa ang
Magbubukas
narinig niya, Tito
na ako, Tito.
Norman.
Oo. Di, ang tanong ko sa iyo, Cindy, biggest learning mo as a Pageant National Director?
Naririnig ko na po.
O, sige, ayun, narinig mo na ako. Your biggest learning mo. Nakakaloka ka talaga, Cindy. Bumababa na talaga yung neckline mo. Nakikita ko na naman yung cleavage
Biggest
na yan.
learning ko po as a pageant national director, yung lagi,
Yes.
Tito Norman,
Yes. Oo.
going back, Tito.
Go.
Tito, to always work.
Ano ba mga naririnig mo?
Ayun, Tito.
Parang nanonood ka ng K-drama yata. Oh.
Whenever you put your heart into, dapat gawin mo siya, and whatever happens, lagi. Hello, Tito.
All right.
Katulad nga po nabila that the show must go on, kahit anong mangyari, whatever struggles that you're facing, kailangan mo pa rin i-put up yung magandang palabas, and ang lagi kong ginagawa is always to give also my best for the candidates and for them to experience one great pageant and one great experience for them.
All right.
Hindi po ako,
Emma.
pag nila dito,
Okay. Oo, para kung nagkakadali. Emma dear, ito ang question ko sa iyo, Emma. What are the new things aside from adjusting the way you enunciate your words, deliver your lines? Ano ang mga bago in the world of media sa with a news company, a broadcasting company? Ano ang mga bago mong natutunan diyan na in your years sa pageantry medyo hindi mo pa na-realize na ganun pala? Ano ang mga new learnings mo ngayon in a broadcasting company?
Siguro first thing is about time. Kasi kailangan professional ka na when it comes to time. Kasi we're airing, hindi kami nagtitape po. It's live talaga. So you need to be there an hour or 30 minutes before. So yun nga, you need to be professional. And then the way you dress, yun nga, you need to be professional also. Kasi you're giving news eh. Parang hindi mo kailangan ma-attract yung tao sa damit mo. Parang more on dapat makinig sila on what you're saying. And then another thing is ano pa ba? The way you deliver and yung news talaga kasi kailangan mabasa mo talaga ng tama kasi once na may mali ka lang or parang single lang, super konti lang talaga, mali na the whole news eh. So kailangan pati yung paghahatid mo kailangan tama. So yun, pero more on siguro sa difference sa pageant and news, wala naman masyado. Yun lang yung mga napansin ko for now, Tito, dahil nga bago pa ako. Siguro magbabago pa yan pag nagtagal-tagal pa ako dito sa newscasting, Tito.
Ay, magtatagal ka pa dyan, Emma. Feeling ko nga,
Sana
pa dyan
po.
parang
Yes.
nakita mo na ang mundo mo. Oo.
Thank you so
Ito na,
much.
Diyos ko, excited ako for you, Emma. Ito, Angelee, ikaw naman, what kind of advices would you give individuals who want to become a good events or pageant host like you? Siyempre, mapababae na yan, mapalalaki na yan. Coming from someone who motivates, ano ang mga advice mo for people who would want to also do well in the kind of job that you do?
Well, if someone really wants to be a host, first what she or he has to learn is how to be engaging when it's events. Well, it's actually depends on which event or which avenue you're hosting. But I think the most important is that you have to be passionate about it. Second is the talent and the skills, which we can always improve. There's always a room for improvement. And as of now, I am still learning day by day and in every event that I host. And lastly, I guess you should remember that event hosting is not about you. It's also about the organization. It's about the cause or the goal of the certain event that you are hosting. And you also must remember the mood and the audience that you have, because it will always depend on whoever is listening to you, and it will depend on whatever the purpose of that event is that you have to deliver and convey a message to the people. And lastly, wow, second to the last pala yung kanina. And lastly, the most important thing is presence of mind. Presence of mind in a sense wherein whatever happens in the setup, the venue, the technicals, even the script, all you have to do is handle it with grace under pressure. Always think that you are the captain of it all, because you're the one who can be seen by the people and you're the one in front. You're a frontliner of the event. So what you have to do is don't show them that something's wrong or a delay is happening. Just let them know that something's happening, but all is good, and you're there to engage them or to simply entertain them at some point, and maybe learn how to command attention the right way, or well placed confidence, as they say.
Eto, Angelie, curious ako, you'll be hosting your very first virtual pageant, Miss Fifth Philippines. Siyempre, this is a totally different ball game, so to speak, because you will have to make certain adjustments. How are you anticipating things for your hosting of Miss Fifth Philippines?
Well, first I was nervous because whenever they say it's online or virtual, I'm kinda not really into it because I like it live. Aside from being used to live, I want to see real people. I want to have audience reaction. And you know me, Tito Norman, and most of the people who's watching now, if they know me or my kind of hosting, I want people to really be with me in the event. But this time, when it comes to virtual, we are facing, it's either a laptop or a camera, that red or green light that we have to see, and we're looking at it. And now we have to learn the art of creativity and imagining that there are people listening to us. And of course, with that imagination and creativity comes your being positive of what you're saying and probably the reaction of the audience. And the good side of virtual hosting is that aside from the script already there beforehand, there are less changes as compared to live events. Also, everything is so swift, and all I can say is that it's all the events now are kind of shorter than live events. Probably because when it comes to online, attention span of the people is important.
Okay. Alam mo, every time you talk, Angelie, ako nakaabang ako sa lahat na sabihin mo. Kasi para ka bang storyteller din na parang
Very teacher.
you very teacher but in a way that is, yun nga, you said the right word, engaging. Engaging
Wow.
conversationalist. That's why you found yourself doing that kind of work. So, eto naman Cindy, Cindy, yung blouse mo talaga naloloka ako talaga, parang nalalaglag talaga ang blouse mo, Cindy. Cindy, naririnig mo ba ako, Cinderella? Cindy, ngumiti ka nga sa akin kung narinig mo ko. May boyfriend ka ba ngayon? Cindy, naririnig mo ba? Ayan, nag-adjust tuloy siya. Cindy, naririnig mo ba ako? Cindy.
Tito Norman, I think there's a delay. There's a delay. I think she can hear you, but
Okay.
delayed.
So, ganalmin ko. Kung may delay sa'yo, Cindy, kumaway ka na lang para alam ko kung gaano katagal yung delay. Kung 5 seconds, kung 10 seconds, or kung para lang makapag-adjust ako sa iyo. So, yung question ko, tatanong ko about your love life in the future. Para yun isasagot mo, ha? Tingnan natin kung mag-react siya. Emma, focus ako sa iyo bigla, Emma. Okay. Pinag-usapan na natin yung being a newscaster and everything. Alam naman natin that Binibining Pilipinas has been postponed indefinitely up to for next year na. Does this affect, eto, let's be honest, does this affect yung mga career plans mo considering that, syempre, um, hanggat hindi mo pa naipapasa ang corona mo as Binibining Pilipinas Intercontinental, parang there will always still be duties and responsibilities as one of the queens. What is your arrangement with Binibining Pilipinas side by side with your job with Net25?
With this one, Tito, for me, wala naman pong hassle on that part kasi Binibini is really supportive. If you want to shift career, lalong-lalo na po nagkaroon tayo ng pandemic, sobrang hirap maghanap ng work. And before ako mag-sign ng contract with Net25, nagpaalam naman po ako in a polite way sa Binibining Pilipinas. So, ayun naman, Tito, wala naman siyang conflict with Binibini and shifting in a new career.
Kasi naman, yung career naman na sinishift mo to, Emma, it's really, kumbaga, it's special. Para sa akin kasi, it's special. Natutuwa kasi ako kapag ang mga national beauty queens natin would really go into another industry that will make them shine even more. Ikaw pag nakikita kita kasi, Emma, parang sabi ko, oh my God, ano ba yan? Pupunuin yata ng mga beauty queens ng Net25, naroon na si CJ Hero din. Hindi ako magtataka kung pagtagal-tagal niya, magkakaroon ng talk show doon si Angelee Delos Reyes. Maluloka na ako talaga pag ano na yon. Lahat na yata ng mga KF queens biglang nasa Net25 na. Ano ba? Di ba?
So excited, Tito. I can't wait.
Yeah. Si Cindy nawawala-wala pa rin. Siguro hinihila ng may katabing siguro siya doon na na mahal niya sa buhay na naglalambing sa kanya. Kaya narinig mo ba ako, Cindy?
Putol-putol lang po.
Cindy, tanong ko sa iyo kanina, naputol yung tanong ko sa iyo kanina. Ano mga plans mo for Miss Scuba Philippines?
To be honest with you, Norman, kasi situation right now, but with international whatever, this make, kasi hindi naman kami pwedeng gumawa lang ng sarili namin. And currently, sa moment, wala pa po kaming activities na line up, and if the situation gets better next year, maybe we will plan for a package not pa rin na risk the health of the girls. And dito kanina medyo naputol din when it comes to learning naman, to be always flexible and maging mapamaraan. Kasi yung talaga yung as an organizer and as an actor, yun yung maraming struggle for you, and kailangan maging strong ka to face those problems, those issues, and activities. Dapat lagi kang, you always think ahead of it. So kung halimbawa, may plan A ka, there's always plan A, plan Z. So, yung mangyari, okay lang, move on. Tapos direct. And lagi ko lang isipin, kahit nag-organize ka ng pageant, always enjoy it. And, of course, kailangan natututo ka, and then you try to do better and better every day.
All right. So, napitin yung question ko sa sa'yo kanina. May love life ka ba ngayon? Cinderella. Kasi alam ko si Angelee may love life yan. Alam ko ang love life niya. Hindi na kaila sa akin dahil kilala ko ang may-ari sa puso niya. Si Emma, hindi ko tatanungin ito sa love life because Nagsisimula pa lang ang career niya as a newscaster, kaya hindi muna natin gagambalain yung puntong yun ng kanyang buhay because we want you to become the best newscaster first ever before we even guest you again and to talk about your love life. Hindi pa oras para love life ngayon. Si Angelie, hindi ko napapakwento ang love life niya dahil parang script sa pelikula ang love life ng babaeng ito na alam ko na at saksi din naman ako kahit pa paano. Yeah. Now, si Cindy naman,
And halata naman sa smile, Tito.
oo. I've been abstinent for so long now. I've been living a monastic life. So, wala talagang love life whatsoever. Ay nako, Angeli, kapag naka-lockdown ka, the last thing in your mind is to think of someone by your side, hindi ba? Kaya for now, ano na
I feel
lang,
you, Tito.
inspirations na lang hinahanap. Oh my God, Diyos ko. Ano ba yan? Babalikan mo na naman yung mga kaganapan sa Malay Aklan. Naku, ano ba? Diyos ko yung mga pangyayari sa tabi ng
Boracay
sa
events.
Boracay. Nakakaloka. Parang ano, at least si Cindy, wala
But we can't
magkukwento. Wala
discuss
akong,
it here.
yeah, oo. Eh Cindy, wala naman akong ginawa nung nasa Puerto Galera tayo. Kaya wala akong may kwento. Eh, si Emma,
Ay,
si
why
Emma,
is it like that, Tito Norman? Sa Puerto, mabait
Medyo
ka?
mas oriental tayo, di ba?
Kasi ano, Diyos ko, mga kasama ko ba naman sa kwarto, puro mga ano, lahat ng media kasama ko sa kwarto, kaya I really needed to behave because tapos sa kabilang kwarto si Cindy, alam mo naman si Cindy, pagkasama mo yan, para kami kasamang Madre Superiora. Kaya hindi ka naman basta-basta
Uy,
tsaka,
dito,
uy, ang
Norman.
mahirap gumala sa Puerto Galera ha.
May
Nilagay ba naman kami?
oriental po. May
Inilagay ba naman kami sa isang resort na sa tuktok ng bundok para ka magpunta mismo doon sa tubig? Kailangan kang bumaba ng 5 kilometro yata bago ka dumating sa tubig. Tatamarin ka na talagang bumaba. Kaya ayoko, kaya ano lang, doon na lang talaga sa tuktok ng doon na lang talaga sa villa, tumutuloy. Ano ba pinag-uusapan natin? At puro mga
So
kaganapan sa Puerto.
the reason why you're behave, Tito Norman, pinagod ka nila Cindy sa diving.
Diyos ko, Lord. Pinagod ako ni Cindy noon dahil every time kami aakyat talaga sa villa para ako umaakyat sa sa bundok ng Golgota. Talagang gumagahapang na kami talaga noon sa taas ng mga steps papunta doon. Ay nako, kaya excited na lang ako with what will
Yung
happen.
muscle ko.
Oh, nakakaloka lang talaga. Diyos ko, Lord, ano ba yan? Oh, anyways, we have come to the part of our program where I will ask each one of you to give your parting words to our viewers about not only about yourself, your plans, but also your advices, your words of wisdom to our viewers who would want to shift careers from pageantry into something else. Let's start with you, Angelie.
Sabi ko na, ako na naman eh. Seniority ba to?
Hindi, ano daw
Kidding
yan?
aside.
Pagalingan ng mga spill?
Oo, ikaw daw ang the
Ay,
best,
nako,
Ate
Tito.
Angelie.
Ay, nako, Emma. Love mo lang ako. And I miss you. I miss you also, Cindy. I do hope to see both of you soon. Going back to Tito Norman's question, advice or words of wisdom that I can share to everyone. I guess this is not just for people in the pageant industry or those who would like to be beauty queens and then make a transition from being beauty queen to their career. But all that I can say is us as humans, we are all capable. We all have our own talents and skills that sometimes it takes half a lifetime for you to discover. Just as how I discovered my skills and talents and how I will be able to deliver the passion that I have, that before it wasn't even in my plan. But then all I know is that I have to do my best in each and every step. Kahit na hindi ko pa gusto yung gagawin ko, as long as it's beneficial for me, the people I love, my family and friends, and the people around me, I do it with my utmost best. And it became my stepping stone to where my heart really want to be, to my desires in life. And that led me from being a public information officer, school nurse to nurse educator, and then marketing officer, and then a beauty queen, and then a host, and until now a model. I'm very thankful to all the people who believed in me. And that is because I have this one thing in my mind all the time, and I will be very happy to share it to all of you. Once again, I do share this to all of my guestings and also to the participants of my workshop. Always remember that the moment that you think you can't do a thing, it's an opportunity for you to discover that you can. And that's it.
All right. Angelie, would you like to promote anything like yung mga upcoming projects mo that so that the people will be updated?
Um, I have some more actually virtual hostings, also companies and corporate hostings. I love events, you know that. I'm very thankful again to those who appreciate yours truly. But for updates, just follow me on my Instagram and Facebook. It's Angelee Delos Reyes 8 on Instagram. I'm now on TikTok also. Oh my god, I'm new to TikTok. It's so entertaining. It's Angelee De Los Reyes 8, but it's basically not to dance. It's more on to give entertainment and inspiration, fashion, and beauty tips to people. I'm relatively new, so bear with me. I'm also on Leica app as well. Angelee De Los Reyes, just follow me there for updates. And another thing that I would like to promote, Tito Norman, aside from everyone, let's go plant more trees, flowers, even vegetables for sustainable living. Let us remember that this pandemic has taught us so many things. And one thing it taught me, and I would like to encourage everyone to always live a simple and happy, sustainable life as much as you can. Because it's not all the external things, tangible material things that will make you happy in the end. It's more on the balance in your life. So stay happy,
Ah,
everyone. Love and light.
parang mag-aasawa na siya very soon. Ang mga
Ay, Tito, hindi
mga,
pa naman.
ang mga inspirations niya. Okay, Cindy, how about you? Can you please do your parting words and words of wisdom to all the career transitioning ladies out there, or those who would still be looking forward to being part of Miss Scuba Philippines in the future?
Um, I know everyone is feeling different right now during the quarantine situation that we're all in, but it's okay if you feel lonely, if you feel sad, or if you feel depressed. Hindi kayo isa, and always look up to God and always talk to the people who can help you. And also, dun sa mga ladies who wanted to be I wanted to tell them to enjoy every moment of it. So and you always believe in yourself that you can do it kahit anong mangyari. You just do it because you're passionate about it, you want to do whatever, and it's okay if it scares you. Mas maganda ngayon that you feel the emotion, you feel this feeling, and it means that you are in the right way. And also always trust in the Lord. And if you wanted to join Miss Cuba Philippines in the future, we are a pageant that advocates about marine conservation and scuba diving and also sustainable tourism. So you can also contact us through our Facebook, Miss Scuba Philippines, and our Instagram, Miss Scuba Philippines Official. And you can also send us an email. Pero right now, we have no events or no plans yet. But in the future, we will see to it. And also, to those people who doubt themselves, minsan mahirap talagang isipin kung nandun ka sa situation, or if you're feeling down o hindi mo alam yung gagawin mo bukas, and it's just an experience. Nararamdaman mo lang siya ngayon, but tomorrow you don't know what will happen, and just enjoy all the moment that you had, and then have time with your family and friends, and they are your strongest support system.
Ay,
More
gusto.
on the quarantine na po yung sinabi ko, kasi alam ko lahat po ng tao
Oo.
ngayon ay yung talagang nararamdaman. And
Oo, iba ka
even
oo.
I talk to some of my girls, some of my friends, and I've been giving them advice about.
Oo. Talagang Cindy, para ka talagang ina na ngayon. Mother hen ka na talaga. Talagang malamagulang na talaga ang approach mo ngayon on the way you deliver your advices and everything. Oo. Kaya pag ako magde-decide ako na papasok ako sa kumbento, ikaw ang kakausapin ko on how I will do it. Okay?
Hindi na talaga ako
Kakaloka. Emma. All right. Ikaw, Emma. Ang ating beautiful newscaster na tuwang-tuwa ako talaga na sinisilip. Ay nako, believe it or not, Emma, sumisilip ako. O nawala ka na naman, Emma. Sinisilip kita sa mata ng ahagila as regularly as possible. Inaabangan ko. Sinasama ko pa ang nanay ko. Sabihin ko sa kanya, Oma, abangan natin si Emma magsalita yan. O yan na, yan na. O yan na, o panuorin na natin siya. O ganon. Now, Emma, what are your parting words to ladies out there who, ba't nawala si Emma? Diyos ko Lord, pag nawawala talaga, para akong naaano. Yan. Emma, words of advice mo to ladies out there who also want to do well in other industries or other areas outside pageantry. Nawala na naman si Emma. O parang siya, parang bula, nawawala, lilitaw. Nawawala, lilitaw.
Pero may audio yata siya, Tito.
Oo. Emma, may audio ka ba, Emma? Emma,
Ay,
salita ka.
nawala. Ayan.
Lilitaw.
Hello,
Ayan,
sorry
lumilitaw siya.
Tito, nawala. Hindi ko napipigilan yung mga tumatawag sa messenger.
Nakakaloka, no? Okay, Emma, parting words mo to all ladies who also want to become like you. Someone who has evolved into another industry. Or ayun ko baga, just
Sorry Tito, I
those...
cannot hear you po.
Oo. Sige, Emma, ano pangalan ng boyfriend mo?
Ay naku, wag na po natin yung
See?
alamin.
So, pag yung
At
boyfriend
kanya-kanya na po nating alamin. Basta mag-search na lang po kayo, mag-background check na lang po kayo. Ang
Pag
masasabi ko
boyfriend
po ay
tinanong
masaya
ko,
po ako.
naririnig. Pag yung parting words, hindi. Sige, Emma, what are your parting words for those who aspire to become someone like you?
Sorry Tito, I can't hear you clearly.
Ay, naloloka ako. Pag tinanong ko naman tungkol sa love life yan, maririnig niya yung tanong sa love life.
Sasagot.
Pag tinanong ko naman tungkol sa... sige. What is your advice to girls who aspire to become you?
Parting words. Okay, thank you, Ate Angelee. Okay, first, I would like to thank you, Tito Norman, for inviting me here, for inviting us three here to join you in this season finale of your pageantry norms. So this is Crowns to Careers. And then next is, I would just like to thank the people who believed in me na up until now, very supportive pa rin talaga sila sa akin. And ano pa ba? Siguro I would just like to give advices lang to give advice sa mga gusto mag-pageant or gusto mag-shift ng career. First is, take time to know yourself. Kasi once you know yourself very well, malalaman mo na yung goals, your dreams, your standards. Alam mo yun, malalaman mo kung anong path ka pupunta, kung anong path yung tatahakin mo. Next is, be your best at all times. Hindi mo kasi alam kung anong mangyayari in the future. So, just enjoy the present and be at your best this present, yung binigay sa'yo. And then, don't try to impress everyone kasi once na in-impress mo yung everyone, nakakalimutan mong maging happy on your own. So, maging happy ka muna and then, parang magiging boomerang siya. Masha-shift yung happiness din. Mabibigay mo yung happiness sa ibang tao. Next is, don't be afraid of being afraid. Sabi ko nga a while ago, na-intimidate ako. Medyo natakot din. Pero wag kang matakot na takot ka. Kasi sometimes the one thing you need for growth is the one thing you are most afraid to do. Hindi mo alam na yun pala yung the best na magagawa mo, di ba? And then, lastly, remember these words. 4 words. Dream, act, believe, and succeed. Once you dream, kailangan may action. And then you need to believe in yourself that you can do it. And then once you did the 3, magiging successful ka on your own. So that's it. And another thing pala, Tito, idadagdag ko lang. If you really want to succeed, ang pinaka main ingredient na kailangan mo is you need to have this good personality. Kasi once na nagiging mabait ka or mabait ka sa ibang tao, magre-reflect yan eh. So personality po ang pinaka the best.
Emma, can you please promote your programs on Net25, yung Daily Evening News, para maabangan nila and everything?
And also, watch Mata ng Agila every Monday to Friday, 6 p.m. If hindi nyo po alam ang channel sa inyong television, you can watch me on YouTube. So, abangan nyo po yan. You can watch replay para maging aware kayo sa news.
Yan ang gusto ko. Talagang ano naman, newscaster na. Talagang ibang level. Now, ito po ang season finale natin ng Pageantry Norm Season 2. Despite the hassle na I have to, itong electricity thing to, hindi pa nakikisama sa akin. But, itinawid pa po namin. Itinawid pa rin namin to because, next week po is our 1-week break of Pageantry Norms before we return on November 29 for Season 3 premiere. Naku, abangan niyo po yung Season 3 premiere ng Pageantry Norms because we will have as guests the newly crowned winners of Miss Earth 2020. Hindi ko pa po alam kung sino ang mga yoon. Malalaman lang po namin yoon on November 29 lunchtime kung sino yung mananalo. And from the time na manalo sila, didiretso sila 4 p.m. sa Pageantry Norms for their first online guesting. And parang press ko na rin po, kaya na-excited ako for that because we will be working on completely different time zones on November 29. But kaya nga po gagawin namin Season 3 premiere yon on November 29. But for now, I bid you farewell for the Season 2. Effective today, naka 20 episodes na po kami ng Pageantry Norms. Hindi ko po inaasahan na aabot kami ng 20 episodes. Naluloka lang ako thinking.
Congratulations, Tito!
Nakakaloka. Alam mo, nakakaloka lang thinking na nakaabot na kami ng 20 episodes despite the stress. Para ako nanganganak every time na magbubuo kami ng panibagong episode. Ngayon, itong episode natin ito, Emma and Cindy, parang cesarean operation sa akin ito. Dahil talagang walang kuryente and everything. Talaga
Tito,
itinatawid ko.
tinitest ka lang talaga nila kung kaya mong gawin kahit bigyan ka ng challenges. And napatunayan mo na kahit anong challenges ibigay sa'yo, kakayanin mo.
Ay, nakakaloka.
Diba?
Emma, ito sasabihin ko sa'yo ha. Baka mamaya pag sikat na sikat ka ng newscaster, hindi ka na makapansin dyan ha.
Tito, hindi po.
Aba, sigurado ko lang. Mabuti na yung
Thank you, Tito.
naninigurado.
Alam mo, Tito, gusto ko yung mga ganyan na friends. Gusto ko nang napapalibutan ng ganyan na klaseng tao. Kasi nare-remind ka sa sarili mo na, no, eto ka, Emma. This is you. Kasi sometimes, kahit aminin mo man or hindi parang minsan masisilaw ka. Pero once na nakapalibot ka sa mga mabubuting tao and mga taong nag-guide sa'yo, parang hinihila ka nila na, no, Emma, dito ka. Parang ganun. So, you need to surround yourself with good people also. Diba, Tito?
Ay, nakakatuwa naman magsalita yung batang yan. Parang ako lang naman nung dalaga pa ako. Diyos ko. Cindy, Cindy, ikaw ba? Kailan ba ako mag-aabay sa kasal mo, Cindy?
Ako flower girl.
Ay, nakakaloka lang dyan. Diyos ko mo, flower girl. Inaabangan ng lahat.
I love your photo, Emma, always.
Styled by Vico. Styled by Style.ph ulit.
Emma, ikakasal daw si Cindy sa ilalim ng dagat, Emma.
Ay.
Kailangan naka-diving gear daw tayo pag kinasal sa ilalim ng dagat daw yan.
Ay naku,
ikakasal.
Tito, mukhang kailangan ko nang i-message si Vico para paghandaan yung outfit natin
Oo,
diyan.
kailangan waterproof. Kailangan waterproof ang outfit mo by then, Emma. Anyway po, maraming salamat for joining us this afternoon on the season 2 finale of Pageantry Norms. As I said earlier, we will have a 1 week break on November 22 para lang po paghandaan namin yung aming Season 3 premiere on November 29. Magkakaroon na po ako ng isang malaking Christmas tree sa likod ko dahil Pasko na po. At at least man lang po sa aming programa, ipapafeel natin ang spirit of Christmas. And excited na ako because alam niyo ba ako, Emma Cindy, alam mo kung saan ako na-excite? Kasi patapos na ang 2020. Na-excite ako dahil feeling ko 2021 will be such a wonderful year for everyone.
Looking
And
forward.
I cannot wait for 2021 to come. That excited na ako, Emma, for example, sa iyo. Gusto ko na makita ang kurunahan mo, kung sino ang successor mo
Ako
as
din,
Binibining
Tito.
Pilipinas Intercon. Tapos, hindi excited na ako for Miss Scuba Philippines 2021. Oh, maraming bagay to look forward to. So, let us always be hopeful and optimistic about good things to happen. Maraming salamat po for keeping us company this afternoon. Always stay safe, always think positive, and always remember that if things are not good right now, there's no other way to go but up. So, things will always look up. Dumating man mong bagyo, kahit ilang Ulysses pa yan dumating, babangon tayong lahat. Kasi sabi nga nila, let us not glamorize our resilience. Pero, it is that quality of the Filipino that makes us such strong citizens of the world and the universe for that matter, whatever, or intercontinental for that matter. Basta masaya lang ako na naka-season 2 finale na po tayo ngayon at magsisimula na ng season 3 on November 29. So that's it for this afternoon's episode. I bid you goodbye, and Cindy and Emma will also bid you bye-bye and a flying kiss. Ito may
Naman.
aking kamay. Diyos ko, Lord, naluloka ako. Alam mo, ano talaga ito? Parang challenge. Let's give everyone a big flying kiss, ladies. Mm.
Maraming
Maraming salamat po for joining us this afternoon. Nakakaloka lang talaga. Ako, love dahil talagang challenge. Oh, talagang super challenging ngayon. Buti na lang at hindi love life natin na pinag-uusapan natin.